3 signs of undiagnosed autism. Number 1, if you're somebody who has struggled with depression and or anxiety for years on end. When I'm in the office, one of the things that lets me know that a person has some type of undiagnosed neurodivergence, and not just autism, but also ADHD, is somebody who's been depressed for a long time. This is not even 1 or 2 years. This is years on end. I'll be talking to a grown man or a grown woman, 25, 35, 45, and I'll ask, when was the last time that you weren't depressed? They'll say things like 2nd grade, 3rd grade, middle school, when I was 8 years old. That's what I'm talking about over here. People who've been depressed for a long time and nothing seems to get better. And these are people who have gone for professional help. You've gone to the doctor. You've gone to get on an SSRI. You've taken medications. You've taken mood stabilizers. You've done the work. You've done therapy. You've done CBT, DBT, EMDR. Nothing makes it better. A key reason why this happens is because neurodivergent individuals will need external support in order to thrive, right? ADHD, autism, dyslexia, whatever the case may be. Autism means that the way that you communicate with the world is different from how a neurotypical person would communicate with the world. So because of this, we have to account for these differences in communication by getting some type of external support. When you cannot get that external support, or you realize that you need support but you don't want to go and ask for that help, it's a very depressing feeling. So the depression that is associated with undiagnosed neurodivergence and not having this fundamental understanding of yourself, it revolves around knowing that you're different, but not knowing how you're different. Number 2, you practice what to say before talking. You rehearse for social situations and settings, right? So when you go to a party, you put on that outfit, you put some cologne on, you smell good, you got your watch, you're getting ready to go interact with people. And on the way to the party, you're thinking about a couple of, icebreakers. You're thinking about some things that you can say. Like, all right, okay, I'm going to go to a party. This is a graduation party for my college buddies. They're probably going to be talking about what they're going to do after college. I should ask about that. They're probably going to be talking about their relationship status. I should ask about that. They're probably going to be talking about new job. Okay, I should talk about that. So you head into this social situation with scripted speech. You already know what you're going to say because you're afraid of silence. You're afraid of, the social anxiety that comes with being in these situations. And there is a component to social anxiety that comes with autism because I believe that a lot of autistic individuals spend so much time by themselves. You need that alone time to recharge. So when you spend so much time by yourself and you have to prepare to go back out there into the community, that's a whole different beast. To go back out there and to deal with people again, that can be very overwhelming. Number 3, copying your friends' behaviors to fit in. Now, why may somebody do this? All right, let's talk about the 14-year-old girl who commented earlier, and now I'm going to put myself in her shoes. When I was 14, I was a sophomore in high school, all right? I graduated early at 17, right? November birthday. When I was 14, I was a sophomore in high school. I wasn't sure of myself, very insecure, really skinny, maybe 6'1", 5'11". I was just, starting to fill into my body. Had gaps in my teeth. This right here is the product of wearing Invisalign 3 times, right? I had gaps in my teeth. I was scared to talk to girls, and I wanted to feel like I was, included. I wanted to be a part of things. I didn't get invited to a lot of birthday gatherings or, stuff like that. I didn't really get the invites to the cool kid events, but I remember when I graduated, I got invited to like a party, and I was so excited because, it was pretty girls there, and it was other guys who I respected because they played football or, the popular guys, and wherever they were, the pretty girls were, and anytime I saw the pretty girls, I wanted to be there. And at that stage of my life, I did a lot of things to fit in that I knew would help me out socially. So if I saw people listen to a certain album or, if people dress a certain type of way, I would do that because that's what the girls like, right? That's what guys do. Guys just do what the girls like, and then girls do what the guys like, or whoever you're attracted to, right? You want to get that attention from the opposite sex. So I would copy the behaviors that my friends exhibited, especially the friends that I wanted to be like. A bonus symptom, taking jokes personally, right? And this can come from literal thinking. So let's say somebody's flirting with you, and your girl's flirting with you, or a girl that you like is flirting with you, and she's like, "Oh, Jake is awesome. He's such a butt." Right? They're just talking. They don't mean that. But then in your head, you'll say, "Oh my goodness, they said I'm a butt. Like, dang, how could somebody think this of me? Like, I never hurt them. I thought she liked me. I thought we were cool. Like, why'd you say this about me? Like, that's crazy. Like, why would you say this about me?" And you may feel so much shame that you don't even address the person, because you're like, "Man, that's crazy. I thought that person was my friend." The whole time, they were just joking. They didn't mean what they said. They didn't even mean it literally, but you took it literally. And if you take things literally, or you take things out of context, you can get your feelings hurt. And a lot of us who are neurodivergent, we struggle with something called rejection sensitive dysphoria, which means that whenever we feel rejection, we feel this like this feeling where it's like, "Ah, my goodness, like I can't believe this person is, done this to me," and like I'm not worthy. And sometimes you self-sabotage off of the rejection. This is a big thing for neurodivergence, ADHD and autism, dyslexia. And a big reason why we feel rejection so viscerally is because we know that we need some type of help from people. And it's very embarrassing to be an adult and rely on other people for external support. So when you know this and you feel like you can't get things done, or you feel like you're handicapped, anytime you feel that rejection, it's going to be very difficult for you to just stomach that.